I've lost over 45 pounds now, you guys, following a high carb, low fat way of eating. And I am getting down to those last few pounds. It has been a busy week traveling back and forth to the grandkids. But you know what has been my non-negotiable? I'm still eating high carb, low fat. This is the way I live. This is my non-negotiable now. Whether I'm in the house, out of the house, wherever I go, I'm eating this way to nourish and sustain my body. I've documented my journey in hopes that it could be some motivation or inspiration for you all along your journey. In this video, I'll be going over what I ate this week, traveling back and forth to the grandkids, what I did, and also some thoughts I had about why it's so hard to stick to this way of eating. I'm sure there are thousands of answers, but it just got my mind thinking. So let's get to it. Let's see what I did this week to stay on track. Good morning, guys. While oatmeal's cooking, I have some cherry tomatoes I'm eating and my lemon water. So I'm just hungry. I'm ready to eat. So I had to get some tomatoes. Breakfast is ready. My favorite oatmeal. I'm gonna get into it. I added lots of cinnamon today. Yum. Feel like warm and cozy. Lunchtime, I had more of those tomatoes again while I was waiting for my lunch. Big bowl of zucchini and green beans and super simple black bean soup that I made with potato. So this is my lunch. The perfect 50-50 plate in 2 separate bowls. So a day of filming today, you guys. Filming my sweet potato and butternut squash recipe. So yummy. So now I'm having just the rest of my leftover green beans and then that second batch of sweet potato and butternut squash with the peppers and what else? I put the onions in here. So good. I love this with the chipotle and the smoked paprika. This will be so good. I know I said it already. I'm going to say it again over the black and red lentil chili. And also I made my super simple black bean soup that I'm going to put the leftovers over tomorrow. But tonight I'm eating this for dinner and then I'm having my sorbet for dessert. Breakfast time. I have my oats with my cauliflower, all the yummy goodness. I have broccoli and flour baking in the oven, getting ready to go to the grandkids. We leave around 1 in the afternoon here, so I want to cook up some veggies for the next couple days just so I have those ready to go every day, and then packing the cooler for our trip down there. Made it to my granddaughters. I ate half my sweet potatoes and veggies on the road. Now I'm having a slice of watermelon. Something about being out of the house just makes me want some fruit. I'm having dinner. I'm eating my black bean soup with potato and my zucchini veggie mix I made earlier. Got some good mushrooms in there, yum. And then for dessert, we bought some watermelon on our way here, so I'm gonna have that for dessert, yummy. Yesterday, we bought 2 bags of potatoes, and I literally woke up craving potatoes this morning. So that's what I'm gonna have for breakfast. I have some veggies already cooked, so I'm having potatoes and breakfast this morning. Just microwave potatoes. That's the favorite way. I love eating my potatoes. Keeping it super simple this morning. I forgot I had gotten some of those green beans too yesterday when I got the potatoes. So that's what I'm having for breakfast. Potato and green beans. And if I'm still hungry, I'll have more of this, but I'm not feeling too hungry this morning. So the traveling to the grandkids and stuff kind of puts my body out of whack. So I'm gonna go enjoy this. 2 of my favorite things for lunch, zucchini and potatoes, along with my big Stanley of water. I think I'm just gonna make this a potato reset day. I feel like potatoes, so that's what I'm eating. Dinner at the grandkids' house. I have my green beans, broccoli, cauliflower, and 1 potato. I have another one cooking right now that I'll eat also. So probably 2 pretty big sized yellow potatoes. And then my veggies. guys, on the way to an appointment this morning with Starchy husband before we head to the grandkids. So it's a long day out of the house. For breakfast, I'm doing those potatoes and veggies again. I'm eating them in the car, and then I also packed some of the Flavor Bomb tomatoes. So good. So we can even eat our Starch Solution meals on the road. Keeping it super simple here at the grandkids, you guys. I have some potatoes and my zucchini. I bought some more green beans. I'm having the black beans tonight with potato and the same veggies. Starchy husband's having the same. He has black beans and then he has a whole potato rather than cut up. And I'm having half an apple for dessert. This is a huge apple. I ate one wedge already and part of a wedge. So good though, so sweet. Oatmeal this morning, yum. I have been craving bananas, so I added some bananas to my oatmeal. The normal mix with the apples, carrots, cauliflower, all that. I was asked in the comments if I pre-cook my carrots and the zucchini. So the zucchini, the oats, and the cauliflower, I all put in the pot at the same time and cook those. And then the carrots, I just add to my bowl, and any fruit I add, I just add to my bowl. I don't really enjoy cooked fruit that much, so I like it raw, and then I add the oats on top of that, and the carrots too. I keep those raw and add the oats on top of it. So I hope that answers that question. And I've been thinking this morning, because a lot of the struggle I experienced myself trying to go whole food plant-based in the past and even follow the Starch Solution is sticking with it, right? It's like the momentum gets built, motivated, excited, and then after a few days of eating this way, depending on where we're coming from eating, it's like, I don't want to eat another whole food plant-based food. Like, I just want some fat, sugar, oil, whatever it is. And even if it's not that bad, right? If you're coming from a whole food plant-based way of eating where it's mainly, the higher fat, higher calorie density foods, like I was eating with the cashews, it's like, oh, I just want some cashew cream sauce. And allowing those cravings to take over, like I'm constantly trying to reflect and think like, what made this time different for me so that I can share it with you all. And in the Starch Solution reset video I did, like I just did everything, like I laid out everything that I did. And I really think the two key things this time is sticking to the 30 days, no matter what. And I just think that's such a big deal because it gives the time for the palate to change. And it also gave me time to get used to eating this way. And taking weighing off the table, I guess that would be a third thing. Taking weighing off the table, that was a big deal too, because it allowed me just to focus on making this food without worrying about if I was losing weight or not. Because for me, not losing weight would have thrown me into a tailspin and I would have eaten off the wagon. So 30 days committing, just no off meals at all, just 100% Starch Solution. That was the first thing. And then the second thing I think was a big deal is knowing my why. I just think to me this time, because I have such a strong why, like you guys, I literally pictured myself because I had the broken ankle and I saw and I felt how it was to be totally immobile for 6 weeks. And then I just picture myself, okay, how will my life look if I continue down this path? And I literally went down the rabbit hole with it. Okay, I'll have a heart attack. I'll have a stroke. I'll be overweight and driving one of those scooter things around. I won't be able to walk. Like all of these things. And I 100% believe that would be true if I kept eating the way that I was eating, because nothing was changing. I just really got clear about that. And to me, that was the sticking point for me. Like I just felt so bad. So anyway, I've just been I've just been trying to think about it and unwind it. Let me know in the comments below, like, what you think the sticking point is. Like, what's made it so you stick to the starch solution this time? And if you're struggling with sticking to the starch solution, what is the thing? Is it the food? Is it the mindset? Like, what is it that is making it so hard to stick to the high carb, low fat way of eating? I really want to know. I want to unpack this together so we can figure this out for good and just stick with it and live our most healthy, vibrant, energetic life. I'm getting these charo beans ready. So this is Dylan's recipe from Well Your World, the Well Your World charo beans that I make, and I love these. They are so good, you guys. The only modification really I make is I lessen the water, and it makes it so the beans to me are more flavorful. So this is the thing. I'm going to the grandkids' house this week, right? You all know that by now. My number one priority is the food. I do whatever I can. Like, the house is getting a little messy. I haven't vacuumed the floor all week. Like, things like that, the stuff I can let go, I just have to let go. But the food is the one thing that basically I need to get done. And so I had the black beans for the first few days we were there. And now I need to make a fresh pot of beans. Really not for me, for Starchy husband, because I could still eat the black beans. But there's a little bit left, and he needs a little bit more variety than I do. So I'm gonna make these charo beans, which I'm not complaining. They will be so good. And so I'll have those ready. But just to say that when we're already in the flow of eating this way, of eating the high carb, low fat, like the consistency and making our food, making sure we have the food we need a priority. So I'm gonna cook up these charo beans. We have a couple hours till we have to get to the kids. It's Instant Pot day. I'm gonna stick it in the Instant Pot. I'm gonna get some fresh veggies going. I have a bag of those green beans left, so that'll be super simple. Lunch on the road, you guys. I have my potatoes, a whole bunch of veggies. So we got home early this evening, so made it home for dinner. And I'm having zucchini, the whole mix of the veggies, big bowl of that. And then, oh my gosh, those charo beans, the pinto beans with yellow potato and some onions. I'll put the link down below to the charo bean recipe from Well Your World. And then I made it home, so get to have my sorbet for dessert. So I'm curious, what do you all think? What is that thing that makes it so difficult? Is there one little thing for you that has made it hardest to stick to a high carb, low fat, or the starch solution way of eating, or even whole food plant-based? And what has been the thing, for those of you who have stayed the course, what has been the thing, do you think, the deciding factor that's made you stay on this lifestyle? I'm just wanting to figure it all out for you all so we can eliminate that and just be with it for the long haul. Once this becomes a sustained way of living, even if we do eat a junky food or a meal that has a little higher calorie density or a lot higher calorie density, it doesn't throw us into a tailspin for weeks on end. How can we keep that one meal, just that one meal, or that one little treat, just that one little treat, so that we can keep going with this journey? Because we all know it's the healthiest, life-sustaining way to eat out there. So let's get to it. My numbers. I always worry when I go back and forth to the grandkids that it's, I feel kind of off with so much traveling. It takes us an hour and a half to get there. So I kind of worry about the weight, but no need to worry. This week, I lost another 1.6 pounds, you guys. 1.6 pounds. I'm down to 140.9. 140 pounds and 9 ounces. I said I'm down to 1.6 pounds for a total of 18.5 pounds these 13 weeks. My goal weight is 140 pounds and I'm 5 feet 4 inches tall. So I'm 9 ounces away from my goal weight. Yes, super exciting. And even more exciting than the weight is the health benefit. Like I've literally feel like I've changed the trajectory of my life going forward. Living this healthy, vibrant, energetic life is so empowering and exciting. And I feel like this is just the beginning for me. So this week is Thanksgiving week in the United States and the holidays coming up also. So wherever we're at, lots of holidays this season come up, visiting people. But I was so excited to see in the comments, so many of you said, you're just going to cook a dish and bring it or stay in the high carb, low fat way of eating, which is awesome. This will be my first holiday doing that. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to eat the way I've been eating, nourish myself, and enjoy the family too. So it's just all these things are like a new version of me stepping into these activities that come up that were the same as the old version, but I'm different. So what I bring to them is different now. And I bet that's true for you all. So enough about me. I love hearing how you all are doing. Let me know. How's your journey going? How's the weight loss? How's the health? How's the vibrancy? I just want to hear where you are at on your journey. I love hearing from you all. And if I don't see you before then, happy Thanksgiving. So much love to you all. I'll see you next time.